What's up, guys? Wherever you guys are, I hope you're having a good day, or good night, or good evening, good morning, even. Wherever you may be, I hope you're having a good day. So, today I want to talk about a few things. Like, first of all, God isn't narcissistic. I know that's a kind of weird angle to start from, but some people think that God isn't narcissistic, which is untrue because the whole point of narcissism is the fact that, well, the person thinks he's perfect like God, but he actually isn't. So the whole problem with it is that he isn't perfect. So he pretends to be perfect, doesn't want to be humble, and doesn't ask people anything. So he just pretends, and he goes on being this egotistical person that doesn't help anyone, and just kind of thinks of themselves as God, when God's not even like that himself, because God says, be humble. And Jesus was humble. He was the definition of humble. He was literally God in the flesh, and he was still humble to his people. So, humbleness and narcissism are the exact opposites. Another thing, how can God be narcissistic when he's literally perfect? The whole idea is this of a narcissistic person is that they think they're perfect. They have this flawed sense of perfection, and then they go on with their life pretending they're perfect when they're not. When God is literally perfect, he can't be narcissistic, because narcissism is just flawed perfection, right? So God isn't narcissistic. Also, he's humble as well, not to mention on top of that. So that even if there's a counter argument, he is still considered humble. Also, he's literally perfect. And another thing, it says in the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not kill. And then people would love to point out, when God flooded the earth, didn't he kill thousands or even millions of people? Yes, he did kill millions of people with the flood. But there's a difference between murder and execution. You see, let's say, for example, a person, just grabs a machine gun, walks out his house, walks down the street, starts shooting random people for no reason. He's obviously gonna get arrested eventually. So when they put him in jail and they tell him, why did you kill all these people? I felt like it. Well, that's considered murder. But with God, God is called our Heavenly Father. So, would you fault a man if someone came to his house with a gun and aimed it down the barrel, aiming at him and his family? Would you blame the man if he grabbed his gun and shot him first? Would you blame him? No, that's called self-defense, my friend. That's called enacting justice. Even in our own justice system, we can write people off for those people who just were just self-defending themselves. Because if someone wants to kill you, it's a pretty reasonable thing to defend yourself, don't you think? So, I want to point that out. Also, my ways are not your ways. God is literally perfection. He's literally the definition of an omnipresent and omniscience and whatever else kind of omni thing you could end up in, except hatred. So, yeah, he's literally perfect. Goodbye. I hope you have a good day.